The Vietnam War claimed more than 58,000 American lives and has left some families with unanswered questions even decades later. News specialist Andrew Adams spoke to one of those families here in Utah and is live tonight near the state capitol. Andrew?
Dave, look closely at this Vietnam memorial and you see the name John Ellison. His plane went down behind enemy lines in 1967, but what happened to him after that remains a mystery even today.
If you listen closely, you can hear it. A faint drum tap in the wind. The sound of sacrifice.
50 years has gone by in a real hurry.
Ted Ellison knows the sound and the feeling all too well.
She gave us the news that my brother John was missing in action.
It was March 24th, 1967.
It was just kind of a time we all struggled through.
The day Navy pilot John Ellison and navigator James Plowman were shot down in their A-6A Intruder during a bombing run over North Vietnam.
I've seen a lot of theory.
Ellison says bone fragments uncovered in the 1990s tied Plowman to the crash site. His brother's remains were never found.
There was talk that John was a prisoner at some point in time. I think he went down with the aircraft.
But others have seen it differently.
She never gave up on him.
Ellison's own wife, up until her dying day.
She felt like he would come back home.
Though declared administratively dead years after his disappearance, the pain and questions have lingered across the decades.
We've mourned over it for the 50 years.
50 years later, Ellison is honoring his brother and his service.
He was the first Navy pilot to have 2,000 hours in the A6.
Service that came with the ultimate sacrifice.
A lot of people that didn't come home from that war, and I just think it's important not to forget them.
The impact John Ellison had on his brother Ted. Ted says it was his love of country propelled him through him being drafted into the military himself and also through his career in law enforcement. Back to you.
Andrew Adams up at the state capitol tonight. Thank you, Andrew.